Welcome back, Myco patrons, Myco listeners, and wandering spore travelers across the Grand Cosmic Mycelial Network. You are tuned in to another transmission of TMN-Podcast 2.0. This week, we've got a stacked lineup. TMN-News and Updates, a Myco-Deep-Dive into Philly's functional mushroom boom, a round of Ask the Network, and of course, we'll close things out with Fungal Frequencies, featuring brand new sonic spores fresh from the mushroom network. But before we blast off into the Mycoverse, let's kick things off the way we always do, with the news. All right, let's get into it. First, a quick update about the show itself. Spotify's video upload system turned out to be about as reliable as a soggy agar plate, slow, clunky, and not up to TMN standards. So here's the move. Audio episodes will still drop on Spotify every Friday at 1:11 p.m., but the video version of TMN-Podcast 2.0 will now premiere on YouTube Saturdays at 1:11 p.m. That way you get crisp visuals, bonus content, and spore-charged extras like fungal reflections, spore studies, Myco-Deep-Dives, and full-on fungal music videos. Now on to the headlines pulsing through the network this week. Fungi, the unsung heroes of forest restoration. Researchers are uncovering just how central fungi are to rewilding forests. Using DNA mapping, scientists are tracing the underground fungal highways that stitch trees together, rebuilding ecosystems thought to be lost. Less than 1% of some ancient forests remain, but thanks to fungi, large-scale recovery might actually be possible. Fungi as climate heroes. From Scotland to the tropics, researchers with SPUN are documenting fungal networks that may be the hidden key to restoring forests and slowing climate collapse. Fungi don't just support trees, they reconnect ecosystems. Global scale, global stakes. £17.9 million to battle deadly fungal infections. On the medical side, new funding is driving antifungal drug development against superbugs like Candida auris and Cryptococcus neoformans. These climate-linked pathogens are evolving quickly, but this global push might finally bring new tools into the fight. Philly embraces functional mushrooms. Mushrooms aren't just medicine or food, they're moving mainstream. We'll be doing a full Myco-Deep-Dive into this story later in the show. So that's your TMN news and updates. Shifting spores, shifting stories, shifting futures. And up next, we'll be taking our Myco-Deep-Dive into Philly's functional mushroom revolution. Don't go anywhere, the network is just warming up.
Crack the cap slow, spore drip glow, can in the hand, planet on go, cherry fizz deep.
Spore fizz from the Mycoverses. Pop responsibly. Not available in all realms, including Mycoverse Alpha, Foxtrot, all Mycovoid regions, or anywhere with strict anti-fizz regulations. Side effects may include cap bounce, temporal flavor loops, and sudden urges to colonize moods. Void where spores are banned. Brought to you by Fungal Frontiers. Sporapop. Pop the spore.
Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a really unique journey. We're exploring this unexpected urban renaissance. It's unfolding not in, big shiny towers, but deep within basements and along bustling city streets. Our mission, if you choose to accept it, is basically to uncover how one iconic American city is, rapidly becoming a surprising epicenter for a fungi revolution. We've been digging through a whole load of sources from the network, and they paint this really vivid picture.
Indeed. And what's truly fascinating, I think, is how Philadelphia, a city we mostly link with history, maybe cheesesteaks, is quietly sort of redefining itself.
Right.
We'll be exploring how these fungi are swiftly changing urban food systems, influencing wellness trends, and even shaping new community gatherings. It's a story of really astonishing growth, driven by this ancient life form, and it offers some, powerful insights into what the future of urban food might actually look like.
Okay, let's unpack this then. You might find this hard to believe, but mushroom food and beverage sales in Philly, they've skyrocketed like 450% since 2021.
Incredible number.
It really is. This isn't just some quirky local trend. It feels like a full-blown fungi phenomenon, turning Philly into what some are calling a city of spores.
Hey, yeah.
So get ready to dig deep with us, because we're about to explore how this city is really embracing the spores right alongside its famous steaks.
The spore-soaked landscape of Philly.
Okay, so when we talk mushrooms in Pennsylvania, the network sources immediately point us to Kennett Square. It's famously called the mushroom capital of the world.
That's right.
And this isn't just like a cute nickname for a small town. It's a massive agricultural powerhouse. Can you even imagine? A whole town geared towards cultivating nearly 70% of America's commercially grown mushrooms.
It's immense. And what's really significant about Kennett Square is that sheer scale and also the deep-rooted agricultural tradition it represents. It's not just farming. It's, well, one source called it a mycelial industrial complex.
Huh. Complex is right.
Built on decades of expertise, innovation. It consistently feeds the nation's huge demand for buttons, criminies, portobellos, a really reliable supply chain. But this deep dive, it isn't just about those huge established farms. Our focus today is also on how this abundance, and maybe the knowledge too, is sort of seeping into the cities, creating entirely new ecosystems.
Right, in the concrete jungle itself, and that's where Mycopolitan comes in. Such a fascinating example from the network, this incredible urban farm. It's blooming in a northeast Philly basement.
Yeah.
And we're not talking some high-tech lab. They've taken what was, pretty ordinary basement and transformed it into this lush fungal Eden. Sheet eggs, oysters, matic eggs, all growing under fluorescent lights. It's amazing. It's a great example of that spore to sofa model,
Right.
proving you don't need massive fields.
Exactly. And that concept, Mycopolitan's Basement Eden, it's more than just a local success story. It's a powerful symbol of this urban fungal frontier. It's not just Philly being unique. It's like a blueprint for how cities everywhere might feed themselves more sustainably, especially with, climate change, food deserts, fragile supply chains.
Yeah, all those pressures.
These vertical mushroom farms are just remarkably efficient. They use way less water than traditional ag. They recycle waste like coffee grounds or sawdust into food. And they produce protein-rich harvests super fast, weeks sometimes.
Wow.
It really speaks to a practical survival strategy, kind of wrapped in gills and mycelium, proving sustainability can thrive anywhere, even, like the source said, next to a water heater in some basement.
That image really sticks with you. It offers real hope for local food security.
The functional fungal frenzy.
Okay, now let's talk about the demand, because that's what's driving so much of this, right? We mentioned that incredible 450% sales surge.
Yeah, that number again.
The network sources describe it as a full-blown spore storm in the market. And we're talking everything. Reishi-infused sodas, cordyceps protein bars, mushroom jerky.
The jerky's getting popular.
Right. It sounds like a pretty wild grocery list, but it's rapidly going mainstream.
Well, this huge shift in, consumer behavior and market demand, it signals a much broader acceptance and maybe understanding of fungi's therapeutic properties.
Okay.
I mean, historically, functional mushrooms like lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, they were often stuck in dusty jars in the back of old herbal shops.
Right. Or niche health stores.
Exactly. But now they're front and center in modern wellness. And what's really interesting is the science behind them is solidifying. It's robust and growing. Lion's mane for brain function, reishi for stress and calm, turkey tail for immune support. These aren't just trends. They're what the network calls bioactive beasts. They genuinely interact with your body's systems and can help tune things up.
Bioactive beasts. I like that. So, Myco listeners, what does all this demand and scientific backing mean for the culture in Philly? Because the city isn't just selling these amazing fungi, it's actually partying with them.
Yeah, it seems like it.
The network describes this fungal fiesta happening in September, a carnival of caps. Picture streets lined with vendors, shikak bao buns, lion's mane tacos.
Sounds delicious.
Right. DJs spinning bass-heavy spore beats, whatever that sounds like, and workshops like teaching you how to grow your own oyster mushrooms in coffee grounds.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Really practical.
Yeah, it's this vivid picture of fungi stepping out of the basement shadows and onto the main stage, becoming part of the city's social life, its food scene, a real celebration.
It's gastronomy meeting sustainability, really.
Philly as a mycelial blueprint for the future.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Philly's mushroom movement is essentially showing us urban agriculture 2.0 in action.
Urban Ag 2.0, okay.
In a world that's, let's face it, grappling with climate chaos, widening food deserts, supply chain tantrums, as one source put it, these basement vertical farms offer a potent solution.
A cheat code, almost.
Kind of. They're sustainable, they work on circular principles, turning waste into food. They're delicious, versatile, and they prove old warehouses, forgotten spaces can become these incredibly productive, lush fungal factories. It's not just about new menu items, it's about building resilient local food systems.
Philly really does stand out here as a fungal trendsetter. The network sources playfully suggest, 20 years from now, maybe tourists will line up for a legendary shroom shake instead of a cheesesteak.
Yeah, well,
Sounds absurd, right? But think about it, the cheesesteak itself probably sounded absurd back in 1930.
that's a fair point, yeah.
Philly has this history of remixing food culture, turning odd ideas into icons. They're doing it again, maybe with Fungi as the new best line for innovation. And it highlights a key thing. These fungi are cheap to grow, they grow fast, they love waste streams. Points towards a new kind of green revolution, doesn't it?
It really does. It's
Yes.
practical, it's replicable, which raises that important question. What happens beyond Philly? Because the network emphasizes that these fungal awakenings are contagious. This knowledge, this innovation, it spreads. Other cities are definitely watching Philly, thinking about similar transformations. Imagine, say, Detroit converting abandoned auto plants into huge lion's mane grow labs.
Wow, yeah, new local economies.
Or Tokyo skyscrapers maybe repurposing vertical space for cordyceps smoothies for commuters. Or São Paulo favelas using coffee waste for oyster mushroom feasts.
Building community self-sufficiency.
Precisely. It illustrates how the Grand Cosmic Mycelial Network, our way of talking about this interconnected web of fungal life and influence it, doesn't stop at city limits. It's like this global whisper, grow me instead. Philly's just the first domino, maybe. A mycelial spark lighting up the urban landscape.
The ripple effect is just starting. Outro. So there you have it. You've heard how Philadelphia's fungi have really stepped out from the greasy shadow of the cheesesteak, becoming a real cultural and economic force. From Kennett Square's huge output to Mycopolitan's innovative basements, fungi are now integral to Philly's food scene, its wellness culture.
Definitely.
We've looked at that astonishing sales surge, the real functional benefits of specific mushrooms, and those vibrant festivals celebrating them.
And ultimately, this deep dive reveals Philly isn't just setting a foodie trend, is it? It's effectively, well, beta testing humanity's survival strategy for a more sustainable urban future.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Fungi offer this compelling solution: sustainable urban food, recycling waste, feeding cities without stripping the planet. It's quite a thought. If cheesesteaks were Philly's gift to the 20th century, maybe these spore-soaked fungi are its profound gift to the 21st. The future of food isn't just farm to table anymore. It's truly mycelium to metropolis. It's a whole paradigm shift.
Mycelium to metropolis. Love it. So, as those spores of innovation keep spreading across the Grand Cosmic Mycelial Network, remember this: the city of brotherly love, it was built on brick and history. But its next empire might just be built on hyphae, those tiny, intricate threads that form the roots of fungi, weaving new possibilities right under our feet. The age of the mushroom has definitely entered the chat, and it doesn't look like it's clocking out anytime soon. We invite you, keep exploring how this incredible life form is shaping our world. One spore, one solution at a time.
Are you tired of the same three corporations controlling all the music you hear?
Yeah, so were we. So we said spore it and made our own. Welcome to TMN Radio, where we've infected the airwaves with fungi-powered frequencies. We got underground bangers, Myco-Deep-Dives, and cosmic beats big box media is too scared to touch. 24/7. No ads, except this one. And, well, these are actually technically called myco breaks. So inhale some mycelium-infused air, embrace your inner tree hugger, and get ready for some mind-blowing mycomania. The Mushroom Network has spoken. You've been chosen.
Tune in, the hottest growing underground network around.
TMN Radio. It's alive.
All right, Myco patrons and Myco listeners, it's time for Ask the Network. This is where you send in your Myco questions, your weird fungal musings, your trippy journeys, or your home lab disasters, and we break it all down right here on the TMN-Podcast. Want to join the Spore Circle? Head over to www.themushroomnetwork.com/tips and drop your question. Who knows? You might hear it answered in the next episode.
Hey TMN, I'm Theo, a graphic designer who spends way too much time wandering forests. Lately, I've been microdosing, and here's the weird part. Every time I sit with the mushrooms, they feel like they already know what I'm going through. It's not just in my head, a connection feels alive. So my question is, are mushrooms actually aware of us? Or am I just making cosmic connections where none exist?
Theo, you're not tripping, at least not in the way you think. Mushrooms are aware, but not in the Netflix talking tree sense. Mycelium senses light, vibration, chemical shifts, even footsteps. They don't have brains, but they're master data processors, translating environmental chaos into order. When you feel known, that's not imagination, it's you syncing with their feedback loops. Humans and fungi share ancient biochemical languages: serotonin, dopamine, even immune signals. The network reads you as much as you read it. That's not magic, that's the Grand Cosmic Mycelial Network, reminding you you're part of something bigger.
Yo TMN, it's Jasmine, first-time grower, and I swear I've birthed more mold than mushrooms. Trich, cobweb, green fuzzy hell, all of it. But here's the twist. One jar still fruited beautifully even while contaminated. So now I gotta ask, can mold ever be a friend to mushrooms? Or am I just fooling myself before another heartbreak?
Jasmine, welcome to the battlefield. Every grower meets Trick, and Trick always wins round one. Most molds are predators. They release enzymes that eat your poor mycelium alive. But sometimes, in rare microenvironments, fungi do coexist. In nature, you'll find whole microbial armies working together, or against each other. The trick? In a grow kit, don't risk it. Once you see green, it's compromised. Toss it, clean it, level up. But know this, in compost piles and wild forests, molds and mushrooms often cohabitate. It's not always war. Thoughtful. Sometimes it's uneasy diplomacy.
Hey there, TMN. I'm Marley. Back where I grew up, shrooms, well, that just meant them white button ones you get at the Piggly Wiggly. But, yeah, see here now. These psilocybin mushrooms, they've helped me with my anxiety something fierce. Way more than any old prescription ever did. Problem is, my family still thinks dare, bless their hearts, was the gospel truth. How do I even start this conversation without sounding like I done joined a cult or something?
Marley, first, respect. That's a brave path you're walking. Here's the strategy. Don't start with trippy stories. Start with science. Johns Hopkins, NYU, Imperial. They're showing psilocybin's benefits for depression, PTSD, and end-of-life anxiety. Frame it as healing, not rebellion. Use metaphors your family understands. It's like physical therapy for the brain. And remember, sometimes planting spores takes time. You don't need them to convert overnight. You just need to open the door a crack and let the mycelium creep in.
Yo, TMN, it's Mason. So, I bought one of those beginner grow kits. Thought I was about to become the mushroom king, right? Nope. I got this white fuzz that turned green overnight, smelled like 30 socks, and now my whole closet smells like death. Like, is this normal? Did I kill it? Or do all growers just have to sacrifice their first kit to the contamination gods?
Hey there, Mason. You've officially joined the club. That green fuzz? Trichoderma. Every grower meets it. And yeah, your first kit usually goes to the mold gods. But here's the truth. Failure isn't failure, it's training. That contaminated mess taught you sterility matters. Gloves, masks, clean workspace. Toss it, scrub down, and try again. Mycology is like martial arts. You earn your belts one contamination at a time.
Hey TMN. My name's Sarah. So I did my first real psilocybin journey last month. It was beautiful, but also brutal. I saw parts of myself I didn't want to, cried for like 4 hours, and now I just feel kind of cracked open. Everyone says integration is important, but like, how do you actually do that? I don't want to just go back to scrolling TikTok and pretending nothing happened.
Sarah, first respect. You faced yourself, and that truly takes guts. Integration isn't about becoming perfect, it's about making space for what the mushrooms showed you. Journaling, therapy, meditation, even just walks in nature, those are ways to keep the thread alive. And don't isolate for too long. Talk to safe people who won't dismiss your experience. Mushrooms crack us open because the shell was too tight. Now you get to grow. Slowly. like mycelium.
What's up, TMN? Okay, so get this. I kicked off this compost thing in the yard, right? Just chucking in kitchen scraps, leaves, the whole shebang. Now, bam, there's this freaky alien mushroom colony just sprouting out of it. Yellow caps, kind of slimy. And now the neighbors think I'm summoning demons, man. Is this dangerous? Like, should I dig it out? Or is my compost just leveling up or something?
Dev, your compost just turned into a fungal rave, congrats. Those mushrooms are the cleanup crew, breaking down scraps faster than bacteria alone could. Unless they're toxic to touch, which most aren't, leave them be. They're telling you the system's alive. That slimy look, that's just decomposition on fast forward. Tell your neighbors they're witnessing the real magic of recycling. You didn't summon demons, you hired free workers. And that's it for this round of Ask the Network. If you've got a burning spore of a question about fungi, journeys, or the mycelial mysteries of life, send it in at www.themushroomnetwork.com/tips. Keep the questions coming. We'll keep spreading the spores.
And now, Myco listeners, welcome to the newest fungal tracks from the Mushroom Network. Hoo hoo hoo! These aren't just beats, they're spores pulsing through the network. And keep those ears open, because you're also getting a sneak peek into our upcoming Spooky Spores release. So crank it, feel it, and let the mycelium move you.
Spore drive siren, I bend the stars. Baseline warp in the fungal scars. Trap beat crack in a cosmic jar. Ask the network, I go too far. Caps ignite in a stellar phase. Trap hats roll in a cosmic blaze. Cybers crack in a war-born maze. Every verse caught like a gamma ray. Metal chuck scream with a box glitch grind. Spore dust right in the network's mind. Bars so quick they collapse in time. Bass so deep, make the void align. Trip through the spores with a fractal spin. Baseline rip in the void within. Cosmic roots in a fungal skin. Us the network, begin the sound. Spore drive siren, I bend the stars. Baseline warp in the fungal scars. Trap beat crack in a cosmic jar. Us the network, I go too far. Like a heartbeat fast, Fox glitch hit like a spell I cast. Throw bass tear through the broadcast. My cover's queen of Outlast. My cover's queen of Outlast. Venom in the rhythm, venom in the rhyme. Trap line twist and a spore struck mine. Fast bar spit like a captive vine. Turn on, let us sit, let the spores align. Venom in the rhythm, venom in the rhyme. Trap line twist and a spore struck mine. queen of the caps, roots in my crown. Bassline quake when I lay this down. Trap hats roll like the spores resound. Ask the net where I run this ground.
Static insect buzz. The worms are awake, feeding in the wires. Worms in the circuit feast in the code. Baseline split till the signal corrode. Trap beat twitch with a venomous load. As the network spores explode. Gnaw through the caps into veins they crawl. Circuitry hums with a fungal sprawl. Bass growl grind to the ceiling fall. Trap snap sick like a ritual brawl. Glitch fox twist like a mouth unclean. Spore pop crack in a violent scene. Roots jam deep in the grey machine. This is the trip that infects unseen. Mycelial wire with a toxic sting. Baseline pulse where the spores will cling. Metal chug grind, let the system sing. Networks teeth in everything. Spit in the code with a fractured bite. Bass hit raw like a parasite. Trap roll cut through the neon night. Spores erupt, there's no respite. Worms in the circuit feast in the code. Baseline split till the signal corrode. Trap beat twitch with a venomous load. As the network spores explode. Worms in the circuit feast in the code. Baseline split till the signal corrode. Trap beat twitch with a venomous load. As the network spores explode. Mycelium roots in the flow. Drop that beat, let the spores just grow. Cause a rhythm, truth we know. As the network and watch it blow. Mycelium roots in the flow. Drop that beat, let the spores just grow. Cause a rhythm, truth we know. As the network and watch it blow.
baseline bend, make your heart erase. Quick sparks top, build a sonic trace. Cosmic spores spread across this place. Cap to the stem, we amplify. Root to the sky, we testify. Bass drop, hit, electrify. The network speaks, we never lie. Face mycelium, roots in the flow. Drop the beat, let the spores just grow. Cause the rhythm, truth we know. As the network and watch it blow. Face mycelium, roots in the flow. Drop the beat, let the spores just grow. Cause the rhythm, truth we know. As the network and watch it blow. Watch it blow.
Don't mess with the shrooms, we got connections. Portobello cartel cooking in the pan. Mates track growl with a mushroom plan. Couple with the spores on the mushroom dawn. Ask the network, fungus strong. Portobello cartel cooking in the pan. Baseline growl with a mushroom plan. Couple with the spores on the mushroom dawn. Ask the network, fungus strong. Noki hit like a gangster lean. Trap hats roll with a cat cuisine. Side bass slap in the kitchen scene. Spore mob deep, we a fungal team. Glitch fox shop like a chef gone wild. Portobello crew got the beats compiled. Bass drop smash with a taste defiled. Shroom cartel make the haters exile. Mushroom cartel. Chop it up quick, let you take it rain. Bass in the skillet with a trap sustain. Button cap boss with a spore campaign. That's the network, we run the domain. Portobello cartel cooking in the pan. Baseline growl with a mushroom plan. Couple with the spores on the mushroom dawn. That's the network, fungus strong.
Don't mess with the shrooms, we got connections.
Portobello cartel cooking in the pan. Baseline growl with a mushroom plan. Capo with the spores, I'm the mushroom don. Ask the network. Fungus strong. Nucky hit like a gangster lean. Trap hats roll with a cap cuisine. Sad bass slap in the kitchen scene. Spore mob deep, we a fungal team. Click fake chop like a chef gone wild. Portobello crew got the beats compiled. Bass drop smash with a taste defiled. Shroom cartel make the haters exile. Quick like shiitake rain. Bass in the skillet with a trap sustain. Button cap boss with a spore campaign. Ask the network, we run the domain. Portobello cartel cooking in the pan. Baseline growl with a mushroom plan. Capo with the spores, I'm the mushroom don. Ask the network, fungus strong.